Alright, so now I'm going through the other sheets because I want you to include every sheet, including the first assignment and the final PDF that you turn in. So just going back, I kind of see a couple of issues. What I would like to do is go ahead and add that ortho drawings template onto these. But see, look, there's a problem with that. So let's cancel that. And it has to do with the scale being on. So if we turn that scale off and we apply it, we should be alright. So now we should be able to go in and apply those to all of these. See, that turns on everything that we want on, gets that shadow down a little bit. Let's just go through real quick and take a look at the rest of them. Now, I'm going to let you decide, but there's several things that I do want rendered, and we'll be talking about that here shortly, about rendering in the cloud. But let's just for now go ahead and set all of these to be on that specific view template, and just make sure that all the rest of the drawings are kind of set up correctly. Okay, and okay, so these obviously got caught by that 1 to 20 scale shift, so we'll need to go into each one of them and set them back to the way we had them. I'm not sure if it was 1/8. Yeah. Okay. And while we're at it, we should take a look at these floor plans. Alright, now let's go to View and let's use the Render in Cloud feature of Revit. So the first thing you'll be asked to do is to log in, and then it'll just give you this kind of step-by-step. We'll just take you through it anyway. So the way it works in Render in the Cloud is that as long as you have all of your materials mapped properly, it should just take exactly the settings that you have set up here. So if you have, sun in a certain position, artificial light versus natural light, or natural light versus artificial, all those things kind of turned on or off, it'll use those settings. So maybe I'm actually getting a little bit ahead of myself. And we should look at what rendering looks like if you do it just kind of in-house. So in here you'll see that I have sun only exterior, certain light, where the light's coming in from a certain direction, a few clouds, blah 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 blah. So all of these settings right here, that's what it's going to take in the cloud version. So if you need to change something as far as you want to start to place in lights in certain areas and get a night scene, as hard as those are, you would change those settings and go to like artificial light instead of natural. in your render. And then it would take it up here. So here we have a couple of scenarios. We can start to grab a series of views and start to have those rendered in the cloud. You also then can look at, say quality. And you'll see these things starting to adjust as you do that. So here I have a 16 max request. Now that's at one time. There really isn't a limit. And this, what I'm asking it to do right now, is basically 2. So I still have a little bit. I could probably put on another 3 or 4 images on this. But you can see also that my time was 10 minutes when I was on standard, and now I'm up to somewhere under an hour. So all those things you're going to kind of have to take into account. So I'm going to go with the larger pixel rate. I'm going to keep the advanced exposure on, and I'm also going to just turn on alpha transparent background. And that should allow me to, it'll look like it has a sky, but when I get it into like Photoshop, it'll just have something blank, so I can put in my own sky. So yeah, sure, email me, start the render. So that's pretty much it. As soon as you get done, it'll email you, but you can also work in Revit. So as soon as this kind of gets done sending the information to the cloud, you should be able to use Revit just as normal. So that's it.